Hello, welcome to Thinking and Working Mathematically. Today we continue with numbers, sharing in a group. We've been dwelling on numbers because there are lots of problems that require reasoning, and once we get it right with numbers, it becomes easy in other aspects of mathematics, okay? So sequel to popular demand from some section through the WhatsApp messages I've received, we're still treating a problem that has to do with linear equations for children ages 7 to 14. So let's go. As always, it's time to start thinking. Have you ever wondered what happens when we share items among members of a group? Okay, it's either enough or it's not. It either goes round or it doesn't. This depends on how we share it. We might have a remainder, a deficit, or it's just okay. So I know we love party packs, so it's sharing time. Oh yeah, sweet candies, and what of you? Let's share it. Remember, this is Maths and Science Clinic Daily for children ages 7 to 14. Feel free to reach us through WhatsApp. Please, you can go to our Facebook and YouTube page channel, the same at Maths and Science Clinic Daily. Do well to follow, to like, and to subscribe to both media. And on Facebook, please click on the notification bell so you get updates. Thank you. So it's time to go. This is the question. Miss Blender wants to share 2 packets of pens equally amongst pupils in a class. If she gives each child 8 pens, there will be 4 left. And if she gives each child 9 pens, they'll need 8 extra pens to make it up. How many pupils are in the class? Again, the question is, Ms. Blender wants to share 2 packets of pens equally amongst pupils in a class. If she gives each child 8 pens, there'll be 4 left. That is 4 pens left. And if she gives each child 9 pens, she would need 8 extra pens to make it up. How many pupils are in the class? At this point, you may want to pause this video, copy this question into your study book. Study it closely. Then it's time to go. As we do, we break down problems step by step and then bring it back together. So let's break it. It's about solving pens, you know that? Beautiful. There are 2 packets of pens to be shared equally. We don't know the number of pens in each packet, remember? So one thing you do is use a letter for it. So we say let the number of pens in each packet be P. So if you have 2 packets, you would have what? 2 times P, which is 2P. It is very simple. If one packet, for example, contains 5 pens, it means 2 packets would contain 2 times 5, which is 10. So if one packet contains 15 pens, what would 2 packets contain? 2 times 15, beautiful, and that gives you 30. So if each packet of pen in our problem, since we don't know it, is P, so it means 2 packets will contain 2 times P, which is 2P. That's from the first statement. So let's look at the next statement. If she gives each child 8 pens, there'll be 5 pens left. What does that mean? We don't know the number of children again. So as usual, as before, we would say let the number of children be C. So if she gives 8 pens to each child, it means the total pens given out to the number of children in the class is 8 times C, which is 8C. Now you may want to look up. Please look at the question closely. If she gives each child 8 pens, there will be 4 pens left. What does that mean? That means if she gives out 8 pens, she will have an extra of 4 left. Okay? Beautiful. So out of the total packets, 2 packets, out of the pens and 2 packets, she takes away 8C, she still has 4. That's the meaning of that. 2P, which is the total number of pens in the 2 packets, minus 8C, which is the total number given to the children, you would have 4 extra left. You may want to pause this video or go over it again to study this particular section of it and take this into your book. And then we are ready to go to the next statement. If she gives each child 9 pence, she would need 8 pence extra to balance it. Hey, study this again. If she gives each child 9 pence, she would need 8 pence extra to balance it. Again, we don't know the number of children, so as before, we take it as C, the same letter as before. Number of children remains C. So if she gives 9 pence, how many pence do you think she would give out? Like before, 9 times C, and that would give you 9C. But this time around, we need to study this closely. If she gives each child 9 pence, she would need 8 pence extra to balance it. So what do? It means if she gives out 9 pence, the number of pence she's giving out will be more than the number of pence in 2 packets. So this time around, it's going to be 9C minus 2P. Remember previously it was 2P minus 8C, but now it's 9C minus 2P. Study both statements closely. It's about thinking and reasoning. Okay? Good. So, what do we do next? It's time to put it together. So you bring down the two equations. The first one is 2P minus 8C equals 4. And the second equation is 9C minus 2P equals 8. Look closely at the equations you're seeing right away. You would see 2P, 2P, 9C, 8C. It is important we rearrange so that the letters will be aligned. So we bring minus 2C this way and take 9C this way. That is this. It's very important, okay? Again, look. We now add both equations. So 2P, look at this, 2P minus 2P, that would give us 0. Now look at this, the other part of it which has to do with C. Minus 8C plus 9C is the same as 9C minus 8C, and that would give us 1C, or simply C. So let's just write it as 1C, okay, which is the same as C. Now look at this part, 4 and 8. 4 plus 8. Why are we using plus? Of course, there is no sign. Whenever you don't have a sign, that's plus. 4 plus 8, that gives us 12. So which means this equation plus this equation would give us C equals 12. We're using C. 1C is the same as C. So that's C equals 12. Wow, very simple, isn't it? It's just about simple reasoning, okay? So what's the answer? The number of children in Mrs. Blender's class is 12. Remember, C stands for the number of children, so the number of children is 12. Now at this point, you may want to pause this video, make sure you've taken everything into your book, and then go over it again and again. And maybe I should give you one task. Can you now solve for the number of pens in each packet? Think about it. It's very simple. What do? Look at this closely. What do you think you can do to get 4P? Alright, that's your task. Enjoy yourself, and this is for you. Copy everything into your book and solve them. They are very simple problems. Problems 1 and 2 are very easy peasy to get you started. Then problem 3 requires a little bit of thinking, and I'll be glad to get your answers. Thank you and have a lovely day. Remember once more, you can reach me on WhatsApp. Go to our social media handles, Facebook and YouTube. Do well to like and subscribe. Have a great weekend.